Good morning to US viewers and good evening to Indian viewers. And this is Radhakrishnan. And today we have with us Dr. K.V.N Prasad, PhD in medical astrology. He has an MBA in systems and finance and he is a senior program manager in one of the leading software company in USA. In fact, I have a great association with Dr. Prasad and his predictions. To make it more relevant, many of his predictions for USA and India has come almost very close to his predictions. Take, for example, the COVID vaccine timing. He has predicted precisely Modi's second term. And in fact, the current political trend in Tamil Nadu, he has predicted beautifully that the DMK will sweep the election. And in West Bengal, Didi will take the charge again. You can see the other videos which we have published prior to the counting. So with all these laurels, I have great pleasure in welcoming Dr. K.V.N Prasad for this live show. This is Radhakrishnan from Astrology for You, welcoming Dr. K.V.N Prasad. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, good evening, namaste.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, Radhakrishnan?
Going up. Before just getting into this question,
okay,
I have a lingering issue in my mind. Right. This is a live case which has happened to a friend of mine. A 17-year-old boy was suffering some appendicitis. Right? They went to the doctor. The doctor said it is very, very critical. You need to do the operation on Tuesday. But the parents, they believed in Jatakam and Joshyam, everything. They said Tuesday is not an auspicious day. We will get it done on Wednesday. It is unfortunate, Dr. Prasad, the boy died because of the appendix rupture. Is it so relevant? Is it so important to look into Jatakams and Jyotitams for medical related things? Why I'm putting this question to you, doctor? You got gold medal in medical astrology. You are the right person to comment on this. So with this, a pain in my heart, I wanted to seek some clarification from you on this aspect. Over to you, Dr. Prasad.
Okay, thanks, Radhakrishnan. And it's very unfortunate that that boy has died because of whatever reason it is, right? So there are multiple things here that people have to understand. Okay, so number one is whenever the patient, somebody is critical, irrespective of the age, right? Whenever the patient is critical, yes, that can be assessed, predicted, how the patient is going to do based by looking at the particular person's horoscope. Okay, using astrology, that is very clear, we can do that. Okay. And the question is, when the patient is very critical, and then when the doctors, right, the medical professionals are recommending to do certain surgeries or whatever certain treatments, right, for that, we should do it immediately. You should not be waiting for an auspicious time. Okay, that is number one. So don't wait. If whenever whoever comes to me, right, this is what I will tell. Okay, if the patient is critical, tell, okay, go and listen to the doctor what he says. He or she says, if they are telling you to do the surgery now, you do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. On the flip side is like for really matured people, right? So now I talk about the second aspect.
Okay.
In my opinion, even if they have done the surgery for that boy on that night or whatever the time, right?
Tuesday.
Still that surgery wouldn't have been successful. Okay. So because karma overrules everything, it doesn't matter whether we do the surgery or not do the surgery, you go to astrologer or not go to astrologer, it really doesn't matter. right? Karma is the supreme. So whenever a person is born in this life, right, is born, and his or her date of death is also written. That date, nobody can change it. Okay, so there is no question of you going to astrologer or somebody saying that do this, do that, and all, right? But as an astrologer, uh, we will be able to predict what is going to happen, right? But again, I mean, astrologers are not gods, right? So we cannot pinpointedly say, yes, this person will not survive, but we can tell, okay, this person can survive or cannot survive. But again, that information as an astrologer, I will keep it to myself. I will not be revealing that to the patient or his family members unless they specifically ask. Okay, so for example, again, I will share like my another one or two examples here, right? Like in medical doctors, right? How they go to for a second opinion to another doctor, another professional doctor, right? Like
Yeah.
that. And then even we astrologers, at least I encourage my fellow astrologers to reach out to me for a second opinion like that. Okay, so it has happened so many times. They share some horoscope like this. Okay, this person is very critical, this person is undergoing to or this surgery, what do you think, what is your opinion? So then we that conversation happens between two astrologers, it doesn't really go to the patient. So I tell them, okay, this time is not good and this patient may not survive even if that surgery, you do the surgery, right? And then for some patients I tell, okay, this person has a chance of recovery. Yes, it is critical, but this patient will recover, come out of that illness, right? See, so that is there. That is what the karma is. Nobody can, overrule that, right? Then again, coming back to this, right? Okay, is astrology should be believed? Medical sciences is, whatever, because all doctors have that opinion. A lot of educated people also have that opinion. Tell me one thing, if the medical sciences is so perfect and so supreme, why are the doctors are getting a consent form signature from the patient whenever before any surgery is done? Whenever patient goes for a surgery, the doctors, the hospital asks the patient to sign a consent form to do the surgery, and then they are not responsible for it, for the outcome of the surgery, right? If the science is so perfect, the doctors are so perfect, then why are they taking the signature? That means what? There is some element of risk which is unknown to everybody, right? So that risk, the educated people call risk. Sometimes if it works in a favorable way, they call luck, they call miracle, they call all that things. What I say, that is the karma, that is the fate. The fate is controlling it, ruling it. We are nobody. Whether it is astrologer or a doctor or a surgeon, doesn't matter. We are nobody before that, right? So this is what we have to keep in mind, right? Again, whenever patient is very critical, you cannot take chances, right? See, at the end of the day in life, I follow this principle very much, right? We should not regret at a later state, hey, I should have done this, I should have done that, right? We should not regret. It could be anything. So I always tell and I always recommend people to go and do what they want to do, right? And then karma will decide based on that person's fate, the karma will decide to give the fruits or not. That is what Bhagavad Gita also says. Lord Krishna also say. Lord Krishna doesn't say you worship me. He says you go and do your karma. That's all, right? Okay, I think did I
Yeah.
answer your question, or are there any?
Yeah. It's a real eye opener, but astrology and science, they always do the Tom and Jerry. Like medical professional asks, you believe me? Astrologers are asking, if you are so much perfect in your science, why the hell you're asking a signature? There's an element of doubt. So the element of doubt is everywhere, and this will keep on continuing between the medical professionals and astrologers. Thanks. But one thing to our viewers, as Dr. Prasad said, if something is critical, if time is the essence, utilize that, get everything done on the prescribed time as advised by the medical professional. Right? Thank you, doctor. We started with a controversial question. Anyhow, let's go to the viewers who are all waiting for so long. Welcome, all viewers. Sorry, I took the first 10 minutes of your precious time. Anyhow, we will not let you down. We will answer all your questions. Doctor, can I go to the first question?
Yeah. Yes, we can go with the
this
first
is from
question.
Venkatraman K. There are two names. Other one is name Venkatraman is the person who is asking the question. Name Aishwarya. Date of birth is 19/1/1990. That is 19th January 1990. Time of birth is 2:40 p.m.
Okay.
The place of birth is Chennai. He has given one more name, Venkatraman. The date of birth is 23rd November 1988. The time of birth is 3:18 a.m. early morning. The place of birth is Srirangam, Trichy.
Okay.
Right. He has probably got the right thing. When will we both have childbirth? I think you need both the Jatakam's inputs to predict that they have asked. So, though there are only one question you encourage, let the first question be a bonus question.
Yeah.
So there are
the
two.
First question, No. For childbirth, right? So we have to see both the horoscopes. So this is fine. I mean, in fact, I appreciate Venkatraman that he's given both the boy and the girl's horoscopes. Instead of just asking one person, right? So Aishwarya, she is afternoon, right? Okay, 2:40. So looks like this time is not accurate. That we may have to fix it. And then the other person's horoscope, this seems to be fine. Okay. So in my opinion, I'm just going by with this time.
Yeah,
okay?
Please take your own time, because your report or your views definitely matters a lot for our viewers.
Okay.
Take your own time.
Yeah. So as per, again, with this time, definitely there is a chance of child. Okay. So children is there, but that will come only with the help of medical assistance. Okay. So they have to follow, go to doctor, get it checked, follow the doctor's advice for a medical treatment. Without medical assistance, this couple having child is difficult. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Mr. Venkatraman and Mrs. Aishwarya Venkatraman.
Yeah. So if they do it, there is a good chance that they can have this year itself. Okay, there is a chance.
This year, I was about to ask the time. Yeah. Thank you, Doctor. Mr. Venkatraman and Mrs. Aishwarya Venkatraman. Yes, you will be definitely blessed with a child, but you need to follow medical process for that instead of having it naturally. So wish you all the best from Astrology for You. And continue to subscribe and share your thoughts on that. Thank you, Doctor. Let me move to the next question. This is from Mr. Prabhakar Pramanik. He's asking for Arpita, is a female. The date of birth is 4th March 1994. The time of birth is 8:05 p.m. evening. Okay. The place of birth is Assam. Any specific district you want? Because he has only given Assam. Is it okay, or?
Yeah, we need the city. We need the city.
City. Prabhakar.
Yeah, Mr. Prabhakar, if you are watching, please put your place of birth.
Yeah. City name is.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Ritwik.
we can go to the next person's question.
Yes. Sure. Mr. Prabhakar, we wait for your input to give our precise prediction. So the next question is from Satyamurthy R.
Okay.
This is for her granddaughter, P. Purnima. The date of birth is 18th March 1992.
One minute.
Yeah, please.
18th March 1992.
1992.
Okay.
Once again, he has not given the time of birth. Timothy sir, if you are watching, please share the time of
No,
birth.
I think he has given time
Where?
on the next message. Okay. 1:38
Time
p.m.
of birth is 1:38 p.m. Okay, I request viewers to give all this input in one shot so that it will be easy for us to convey to the Dr. Prasad. Yeah, 1:38 p.m. The place of birth is New Delhi. Did you get the details, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, the
I got
question
details.
from Mr. Satyamurthy or is, so when she will get married and how soon? Over to you, Dr. Prasad.
Okay, this is the question of marriage. Oh, okay. So this person is a little delayed marriage, but they should make efforts this year. There's a good chance it will happen in yeah this before July. If you cross July 21, it will be further delayed. Okay, so yeah, so we should this gentleman has to put in more efforts to get this girl married before July 21. If that doesn't happen due to whatever reason, and then the marriage will be further delayed.
Thanks, Dr. Satyamurthy, sir. Please plan at the earliest so that when the time is favorable to you, get your granddaughter married before July 2021. Okay, thanks. That's the input from Dr. K.V.N Prasad. Right. So I will move it to the next question. This is for Mr. Subharao Chebrulu. Date of birth is October 8th, 1981.
October 8, 1981.
1981. Time of birth is 8 p.m.
1 minute.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, time please.
8 p.m. Okay. Place of birth is Ongole, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Here he has given Nakshatram or Rasi. Those things will come default with your tool. Now, the question from Mr. Subharao Chebrulu is, we are looking to buy a house in USA. When it will be possible, sir? Over to you, Dr. Prasad.
Okay. So, what has he given? To buy. Okay, property purchase. Actually, they lost a good opportunity in 2017 to 2018. So now it is going to be delayed. It could be 1 minute. Let me check other things. Okay, good, lucky. There is a small window of opportunity between 5th of May to 1st of July. Okay, so if they miss that, then it will be further delayed until 2022. Okay, so
Okay.
if they, yeah, you guys have to put in efforts to to close the deal between now to July 1st, right, in these 2 months. And if you
Yeah.
miss that, if it doesn't happen, then it will get further delayed. All the best to you.
Yeah, in fact, Mr. Subbarao missed. Had he come to you by 2019, he would have got the house by now. Anyhow, he missed the chance. Now, May 5th to July is another window of opportunity for you, Mr. Subbarao. Wish you all the best to have a wonderful, wonderful home in USA from Astrology for you. Thank you, sir. Now, coming to Mr. Prabhakar Pramanik, actually, he has given the case name as Beta. I think I have not read it properly. I accept. Sorry.
Okay.
The date of birth is 16th August 1992.
Okay.
Time is
So what is
3
the
5
question?
a.m.
Yeah. Sorry, 1992 or 94?
This is Prabhakar. He has asked. That question is for Arpita. For
Okay.
Arpita, he has not shared the
So
not shared the place. Now this is for Prabhakar.
yeah, Prabhakar Pramanik, right? He's asking for
For
multiple
him,
people.
for himself, for himself.
Yeah.
That was for Arpita. For Arpita, the place of birth is not given. So we will go with this question. This question is from Prabhakar Pramanik. Name Prabhakar. Date of birth is 16th August 1992.
Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, 1992.
Time of birth is 3 5 a.m. morning.
Okay.
Place is Parbeta. Parbeta. Parbeta, Assam.
Okay.
The question from Prabhakar is, I am into IT sector. Any on-site opportunity I will get related to work. Golden period in my career when?
So he
Over to you,
can,
doctor.
yeah, he can ask only one question. Okay. So
You
whether
can
is
take the
it
first question as is the best question. So when I will get on-site opportunity?
or on-site opportunity? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So currently he's running Buddha Mahadasha. Yeah, from after 2019 onwards, it's a good time for him for on-site opportunities. He should try. It can happen. Um, yeah, anytime. He should. If he tries, he will get it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good. Prabhakar, I think you are in right time. The time is good for you. So as per your input, there are bright chance that you will get on-site opportunity as per Dr. Prasad. Am I right, doctor?
Yes.
Yes.
He has a good chance right now. I mean, he should try. You should put in all the efforts. He will definitely get it.
Okay. Dr. Prasad, before I go into the next question, I always keep an eye and ear on what is happening around. So because it is always the two sides of a coin, the astrology and the medical medicines, right? Now I had an opportunity to have a chat with a doctor. He's our family person. He is also practicing it. He told very candidly a couple of things which I'm going to challenge you as an astrologer. Now, he says, Radhakrishnan, as a doctor, I almost do 15 to 17 deliveries in a day. Fine, doctor. So what does it relevant to astrology? Listen. See, we just check the person. If the labor pain is more, we ensure that it's the right time for her to deliver. The mother delivers the baby. We cut the umbilical cord. We check the the heartbeat and everything. We check the mother, and we also ask the mother to feed the baby. So all these things happen. Sometimes the next bed, something will happen in between, all these things, cleaning up, other time, they tag everything. We also go out for a cup of coffee and come back. Now, when all these things happen, right, we come out and say the time of birth is, let's say, 8:22 a.m., which is not.
Correct.
But you people, you take this as, sanctum sanctorum and started building your own, thing on that. How it is going to be relevant when my input itself is not correct? And you cannot expect the doctor to just watch the time the baby, bonds into the world. It's not possible, because as a medical profession, I have to do many other things to save the life of the mother and the child. I am not interested in noting the time, but we always give the time for the benefit of various other aspects. But you people play on the timing in the name of astrology, and you also call it as a science. Your views. I just quoted what he said. I'm an
Excellent.
anchor. I'm common to both of you. I want to listen from you.
Yeah.
How you people take that into account and predict? In case you ask for the time from Prabhakar, right?
Yeah.
Over to Dr. Prasad.
Yeah. Excellent question, but this needs lengthier explanation, but I will try to explain as much as in short and concise as possible. Okay.
Please.
Like first one. So what the doctor said, whatever the doctor gives the time, that is what people take it and then note it down, right? And then I completely agree. They are so busy in doing so many other activities to save the child and the patient, the mother, and all that, right? So I completely agree. That is why when a client comes to astrologer, to me, or right, whoever it is, our first duty is to confirm the date of birth, the time of birth, what they have provided is correct or not. 99.99% the time they bring in is not correct at all. Okay. So if you look at it, like even in today's session, right? For
Aishwarya, 240, you had it down.
Correct. For the two horoscopes, right? The first, I said, first person, that time is not correct.
Correct.
That time has to be fixed. The second person, on the outlook, like when I glanced it for a few seconds, I could say it may be correct, but again, when a client comes for a consultation, then I have to check and then confirm that time is correct or not. Okay. So for astrology, the basic thing is data, the date, time, and place of birth. All these three has to be correct. Then only our predictions will be correct. So maybe that doctor does not know that we do this process. This process is called birth time rectification. Okay, so this process, birth time rectification, will be done or can be done by like advanced knowledgeable astrologers only. Okay, not everybody will be able to do this. Okay, so whoever has got very high proficiency in astrology, advanced level knowledge, they only will be able to do it. Okay, whoever it is, right? So we do that. So astrologer, as an astrologer, if I blindly accept the horoscope, what the client has given, and then
Okay.
if I tell predictions, right, then I'm just shooting in the dark. Okay, it may hit, I may hit or I may not hit. Okay, that is why the time is very, very critical, and we will first ensure, confirm that the time is correct, and then we will fix the time. So this process is called birth time rectification. It's a very
Okay.
lengthy process. It's
Okay.
advanced sequence of steps that we have to do it, right?
Mhm.
So, and then what is the other question? Other part of the question I forgot. Uh, Birth time is the one, and what is the other one?
No, that's why
That is what. Okay,
that decides everything.
correct.
That
That
itself
decides
is not
everything.
correct.
Exactly. So that's why, like, whoever is the doctor or whoever people talk about all these things, that means they don't have a complete knowledge in astrology, what is happening, and then how they are doing it. Then again,
Okay.
I'm telling you, birth time rectification is not done by everybody, right? Only by certain people. Like, not every doctor is a surgeon.
Correct.
There are few people who are surgeon, right? Only surgeons will do the surgery. So like that, only certain astrologers will do the birth time rectification
Okay.
and accurately. So once we confirm that, then all our predictions will be correct, or there's a good chance to be correct. So again, your question that you asked, under yeah, now I recollect. Is it a science? I
Yeah.
just explained what is science. What do they do in the science? Science is basically experimenting with the data. All right, you have this data. Oh, because of this happened, this is how it is going to happen. Right. So that is what the science is. Or you do a experiment. I did the experiment with 100
Okay.
people, and this is the pattern I found. So this is what then this must be true for rest of the 1,000 people, right? So that is what, and then it keeps evolving. They keep experimenting again and again and again. It evolves. Science is not fixed, right? So whatever it is, you say, since it is medical astrology or whatever, it is not fixed. Their treatments change, their tools they change, how they analyze, how they see the problem, how they give the treatment, all that changes every time, right? So I've given enough information how this works, and then it is
Yes.
up to the people to
Yeah.
decide whether it is science or not. Okay.
Good. It in a simple term. Let me put it. Astrology use the data and they do analysis.
Correct.
Doctors, they also do use the data and they also do analysis. Everywhere there is a risk element in that, and they call it professional and they call it a risk. Right. So taking that cue from that, we'll just move on to the next question, Doctor. This is from Murthy. The date of birth is 5th September 1990, 591990. The
One
place is
minute. One minute.
Srirangam. Yeah, please.
September.
5th 5/9/1990.
Okay.
Place is Srirangam. The time of birth is 10:05 a.m. morning.
Okay.
The question from Mr. Murthy is, when will my daughter get job? She is there in US. Any chance of her getting employment-oriented income? Maybe you can combine that. She may be in US. So any chance of her getting employment-oriented income? Over to you, doctor.
Okay. So this horoscope is for Mr. Murthy's daughter.
Daughter looks like, yeah. For my daughter, yeah, it's for the
Okay.
for his daughter.
Okay. So he asked multiple questions here.
Yeah.
So what is the first question?
When will my daughter get job?
Job. Okay. Uh, okay. So again, I'm going by this time, right?
Okay.
I'm not sure this time is correct based on the question. Okay. But based on since according to this time of birth, right? There, she should be getting job. She can get job anytime. Okay,
Oh,
even now, before by end of. Okay, let me see what is the current period. Okay. Yeah, she may be going to the interviews, and maybe interviews are not getting fruitful, right?
mm,
So, so I mean, if they come for a consultation, then I can give some remedies. What to do? It's basically like we say like miss between sip and the lip, right?
yeah,
So that is what is happening. And then after May 19th, and she has
yeah,
a very good chance of getting a job.
great.
Okay.
Thanks, Dr. Prasad. Krishnamurthy is a very bright chance for your daughter to get a good job after May 19th. So far, there have been some slips which had happened. That won't happen after May 19th, where the time is going to be very good for her. Thanks for asking this question. Continue to subscribe us and follow us, and looking forward to your support as usual. Yeah, I'll move to the next question, Doctor. This is from Ayush Sharma. Date of birth is 11th March 1995. Time of birth is 10:10 p.m. He has given very nicely 22:10. There is no confusion. Thanks, Ayush.
Yeah, that is very
So
helpful
his question:
actually.
have you got the data, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah. I need the place
Yeah.
of birth.
Okay. Place of birth is Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay. Yeah. What's the question?
Very relevant question. When I will get married?
Okay. Uh, so again, this time is not accurate. So I'll just go with this given time. Okay. Uh, after June 2021.
Okay.
After June 2021.
Uh, Ayush Sharma ji, with the date and time and the input you have given, as per Dr. Prasad, June, right?
Yeah, June. This year, June.
This year, June. You
After
have
June. After June.
after June, you'll have bright chances of getting married, and wish you all the best from Astrology for you. Thank you, Ayush Sharma. Yeah. Sir, before we just go into the next question, I have one question. Can I just ask that to you, sir?
Mm-hmm.
See, we do have still the conflict. What is the nakshatra and time tidhi to be observed when you do some karma in US, in India, right?
Okay.
Now it's morning time for you. The tidhi, the nakshatra will be different. Now it is 10:39 p.m. So I have a different, So if I were in US, if I were to do some karma, so we take care of all these things. Now tell me one thing, because it is US, I just have a doubt. I've seen, heard from many people. In fact, my brother is also in US. See, many homes in US seems to be, I'm sorry to use this word, with bad vastu. Many homes in the US seems to be with bad vastu. But Dr. Prasad, it is too bad. The country in which you stay is flourishing. How it is possible?
Okay. Good question. Very good question. Um, there are deep answers to it. Okay. Let me answer one by one. You asked
Yeah.
actually multiple questions in one question. Okay. Unknowingly, you have asked multiple
Sir,
questions.
I'm a lawyer. The moment I put a full stop, that is called one sentence. So you please give that
Yeah, yeah.
liberty to me.
Okay, so step by step, right?
Please.
First thing you say, you talked about the tithi, you write the nakshatra in India and in US, right? Because
No,
of the time difference.
Vastu is enough for me. I was just thinking how
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. No, no. Let me explain that also, right? So
Oh,
that
thanks,
since you
thanks.
have asked, I will answer that question
Yeah.
as well. So so what happens is we know all the planets are moving in this elliptical cycle, right? Moving around the sun, right? And then moon rotates around Earth. We all know that.
Yeah.
So the time, whatever the time we are following, that is based on sun. The calendar, the time, say today is May 8th, right? For me, its time is morning 10:11 a.m.
Okay.
But for you, it is 10:41 p.m. in
Correct.
India, correct?
Correct.
So this is based on the sun, sun movement, okay, based
Okay.
on the sun movement, right? But the tithi you asked, that is based on moon. Okay, so the moon position, if you take right now, it is the same. So I'm here, I'm looking at sun in a different way, but moon position is same. So assume this
Right.
is moon and this is earth. Sun is somewhere here, right? So I'm looking at the sun different way. When I'm looking at the moon, it is the same thing, whether I'm in India or in US.
Oh,
Okay, say for example, I don't know, I've not seen today's Panchangam. Okay,
okay.
so that's why it's very important to look at the Panchangam. Okay, so in the Panchangam, it will be mentioned. So if, for example, Bharani Nakshatram is ending in, say, let's say 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
US time. If you convert it, it is the same thing for India also because moon position is same. Our time is based on sun's position. Okay, so moon will move to here from Bharani to next nakshatra, right? So you are looking from Earth, you are looking at moon. So it is the same thing whether I am in US or in India. I'm
Okay.
looking at Earth in the same way. There is no difference. When I'm looking at sun, the sun is basically the time. That is what we follow, right? So that is
Correct.
what it will be different. So the
Correct.
moon position we take where it is. Same thing for all the planetary positions as well. For all
Okay.
9 planets,
Thank you.
Saturn, Jupiter, everything is all the same thing. Okay, that is first part of the question. So now coming to the Vastu question.
Vastu question. Yeah.
Vastu question, right? In US, most of the houses have bad Vastu. Oh, right.
Okay.
Your question like, how are they flourishing, right? So yes. So in US, they don't know about Vastu. So no homes are constructed based on Vastu, right? And then it all natural. Whatever the architect decides based on the landscape of that land available, the plot, and then the builder, all that, they just come up and then they design the houses. It is not based on Vastu at all. So whatever, some houses, naturally it will work, some houses it won't, right?
Okay.
Whether it is US or in India, no house, it won't be, excuse me, 100% Vastu compliant,
Vastu
right?
perfect.
There are
Okay.
bad Vastu houses in India also, right?
Correct.
So it all depends on the architect and the builder or the owner, whoever is constructing. So yes, there are houses, bad Vastu houses in US, but
Okay.
but what to do with them, right? In Vastu, we can, majority of the people or Vastu consultants can recommend doing structural changes, fixing in the houses to for as per Vastu Shastra. That is the majority of the people do that. But I recommend that as a last option. Without making structural changes, you can make certain minor changes, we can follow minor remedies to fix the Vastu dosh. Okay,
Great.
so if there's a Vastu dosh, that can be fixed without making structural changes. For some Vastu dosh, structural change is the only option. Okay. Okay. Structural change is the only option. Without that, you cannot do it. Okay. I won't go much deep into that. Then it becomes a Vastu class. Okay. So then your next part of the question is, how come the country is flourishing in spite of having bad Vastu? Okay. So flourishing is a very relative term. What you want. All right. In every person's life, there are so many critical events out there. Okay. Right. I will give you very latest example. Okay. You know, this week, Bill Gates.
And yes.
Right. The world's richest man for so many years. And everybody thought money is the thing. And then after 27 years of marriage, and then they are getting divorced. Right. So how can we claim it has flourished? No, right? So there will be a problem. So it is, again, it is part of the karma. The karma is, we can read the karma in astrology using horoscope, and then we can also predict to see what is happening with Vastu also. We can see that, but again, with Vastu, astrology is the superset of that, and Vastu also aids to happen all these events, right? So flourishing, yes, money wise, they may be flourishing, but if you look at it, US, so many people marriage, divorce, and then separate, single mothers, children will be, the majority, right? I'm not talking about everybody is like that, but you hear these type of things in this country. So why it is happening? Part of it is also Vastu, right? A Vastu also is playing its own role for all these events. So did I answer your question?
Yeah, very much. At this juncture, I just wanted to share it to our viewers. Dr. K.V.N Prasad is also a Vastu Sastra specialist. He is specialization in numerology and handwriting analysis. So he has multiple talented on all these, Jyotitam related things. So viewers can reach out to him for all the aspects of astrology and Jyotita. Thanks, doctor. I will move to the next question. I think this gentleman is waiting for so long. Babita Thakur.
Okay.
Hi, madam. Babita should be a girl, a lady. Date of birth is 11th December 1989.
Oh, 1 minute.
Mumbai.
11th December 1989. Yeah.
Yeah. Mumbai, Maharashtra.
Time, please.
22:50. Very precise, easy to understand.
Yes, it is. I really appreciate people giving me in this railway time.
Railway timing.
Yeah,
no confusion.
Because the software I use accepts the railway time.
Great.
Okay, so because it is very easy, it is very clear, there is no confusion, AM, PM.
Now, I will do one thing. Even if our viewers ask a question with AM, PM, let me convert that into railway time so that it is easy for you. Let me take that.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Pavita asks a question. Job changes prediction.
Okay.
Basically, she is expecting, will there be any change in her job?
Okay. So, I'm not sure about this birth time, but I'm going to give prediction based on this birth time. So if she tries, there is a chance only after December 2021 of job change.
Okay.
Yeah, after December 2021 this year.
Pavita, I think you heard what Dr. Prasad predicted based on your input. I'm sure that you may get a change in your job after December 2021. So we wish all the best for you for a good job change from astrology for you. Thank you, Babita, for asking this question. Please support us by liking our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Um, One nice thing happened. One Mr. Hari Mannar uh, has listened to what you said. In fact, that was also new to me. In spite of the fact, so we have been interacting for so many, episodes. The sun and the moon, sun changes, but the moon doesn't change. I've learned it from you, Dr. Prasad. Thank
No,
you.
no,
So
moon
Hari
also
Mannar
change.
from our astrology for you subscriber has appreciated. Titi very well explained.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are
Radhakrishnan,
all here to
you just
explain. Yeah.
thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Radhakrishnan. You just like a slip of a tongue. Moon doesn't change. Moon also changes, right? So our
Ah,
time is based. We are calculating. Our time is
okay.
based on sun, and
Okay.
all these planets. Whatever the moment it takes, it moves. Oh, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then Moon is the fastest moving planet out of all nine. It
Okay.
completes that one complete elliptical in 1 month.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Doctor, I just have one more question which came to me. Um, See, the common thinking process of any person in India, okay, I do certain things. Oh, you have done that. So what is the pariharam? That means they always have an excuse or some kind of an act to get certain thing ratified or justified. You may call it in your astrological name as a pariharam, but I will say that that's it nothing but having done something not correct, maybe good or bad, and trying to ratify the thing or justify the thing in the name of parihara. So let me ask you one direct, a fiery question. What pariharams can we do? Does pariharams work? Over to you, Dr. Prasad.
Okay. Today you are blasting me like anything with all your
I'm,
questions.
I'm sorry. I have to respect the feelings of my viewers who are subscribing and putting a lot of questions. I will not let them down. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, sure. So basically, right, again, one has to understand the whole our life concept, right? Like I was telling in a previous question answer, right?
Okay.
Discussion is
Okay.
right. Any person or human is born. That means that
Mm,
soul, that atma, has has some pending karma. That is
mm,
why that atma is born as a human being. What is that pending karma? Pending karma is good and bad, both combined. But we happily accept the good thing. When we get money, when we get all the luxury houses, cars, and all that, we all happily accept it. When something bad happens, and then say we fall sick and we are admitted in hospital, you meet with an accident, or whatever, you name it, you have it, and then we try to think, blame, right? And then uh, again, this is all part of the Kali Yuga, right?
okay.
We want easy solutions, right? People want only the shortcut and route. Nobody wants to take the correct route, all right? So that is a problem. So you did, I did some bad karma, and then because of that, I have to undergo that suffering in this life, right? So I have to go through that. That is
Correct.
the right one. And then, but in the Kali Yuga, because of the Kali Yuga, and then we all compare with other people, and we want to compete, we want to be ahead of other people. We think that, oh, I am behind. What do I do? What shortcut I can take to, overcome this? And then
Okay.
you try all sorts of shortcuts, and then finally you go to astrologer and then say, oh, okay, I'm facing this. Can you tell me things? And then there also, when they go, they say, okay, I mean, of course, some astrologers are also making money out of it, right? Okay, you do this puja, you do this, you pay me so much money, then your problem will be solved. They
Yeah.
also believe in that and then do it. Then after that, the problem doesn't go away. It is still there, right? So what do we do? There are various pariharas that one can do to get a relief. So by doing pariharam, or that by doing the remedy, or by doing the ratifying act, all right, or justifying act, like your words, is that we can only change a little bit, like 10%, 15%, 20%, not more than that, right?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we have to undergo that karma. Okay, so when you do certain pariharams, you can get a relief. But again, not all pariharams will yield that result. And a very professional astrologer only can suggest which one to do. Say, for
Correct.
example, we use horoscope, right? We use planets to see it.
Yes.
And then, say, for example, let me tell you, we all think, oh, Saturn is a bad planet, it creates trouble, right? But for
True.
some people, Saturn is excellent. Okay.
True.
So, and for some people, same thing, on the other side, we all think Jupiter is a very good planet and then it helps. But some people, Jupiter is the problematic planet. Because of
True.
that, they face issues, right? So all
Correct.
these planets in that horoscope, we assess all these planet strengths and weaknesses, how they are positioned and how they are going to behave, how they are
Okay.
behaving and how they are going to behave in future also. That is what astrology is, right?
Okay.
We are predicting how this planet will behave today and how this planet is going to behave next year, following year, like that, right? So when that happens, only for certain pariharas has the power to change the planet's behavior. Say
Oh.
for planet A is creating trouble. Why? Because that planet has been asked to create trouble based on the karma. So there is no personal enmity or friendship between us and the planet. Planet is somewhere sitting millions of miles away in the
Correct.
solar system, right? In the universe, right? So it is asked to do certain way because this native has to undergo these sufferings, right?
Okay.
So only certain pariharas have that power to change the planet's behavior. But again, it won't change completely. Only certain things, right? So I'll just give very few examples of that, right? Chanting mantras
Okay.
will have the power to change the behavior of the planet. Okay, chanting mantra, wearing rudraksha,
Okay.
okay, has to do that. And then a lot of people think donation is a borderline. It is not always giving donation will benefit. It may backfire
Sure.
also. That we have to be very careful in giving donations for certain planets and all. It may energize the planet. If already the planet is bad, is having negative thing, and then you do donation, it will energize more negativity. Same thing with gemstones,
Okay.
right? The Navaratna, the gemstones. One should not wear gemstones if the planet is negative. But this mistake, lot of astrologers are making, that they think, oh, okay, this planet is weak. Let me recommend that planet's gemstone so that it will become positive. No,
It
it
won't.
is not minus into minus. It is minus plus minus. So it is again negative only. Okay,
Correct.
so it will worsen the situation. So this is, I mean, in very short, I try to explain this.
Thanks.
Hope
Thank you, doctor. We actually are running out of time. We have some questions. Let me just take that. Yes. Let us do some parigara by answering these questions. Sir.
okay, sure.
This is from Mr. Arbagam. Uh, his son is asking for his son, Dhanush. Date of birth is 9th February 2010.
1 minute. 9th February.
2010.
Okay.
Time is 10:32 a.m.
10?
Place of birth is Ramanathapuram, Tamil Nadu.
Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute. The time
Yeah,
is
please,
10:32.
please.
10:32 a.m. Okay.
Yeah. Place of birth is Ramanathapuram.
Ramanathapuram. Okay. Ramanathapuram. Okay.
Usually, they said that the Moolam star is not that much. So my son has a Moolam star. So will there be any issues in his future?
Okay.
This is the question
very,
from.
very good question. Hats off the thanks, Mr. Arumugam, for asking this question. Okay.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. See, this is one of the myth in astrology, especially in Tamil Nadu. Okay. So if a boy child is born in Moolam Nakshatra, that means that boy, becomes useless or whatever,
They
like
call
that.
it Nirmoolam something, right?
Nirmoolam. Yeah. Anmoolam, Nirmoolam. Okay. No, that is completely wrong.
Yeah.
That is completely wrong. Then again, I'm saying, right? Moon is only one planet out of 9. And then again, moon sits in that nakshatra approximately in a day. Whoever is born on that particular day, everybody belongs to Moolam nakshatra, right? So it really, it's not at all true that just because some person is born in Moola nakshatra is going to have problem. So no, it's not at all correct. We have to look at the overall chart of the any person, right? And then to Mr. Arumugam's question, so this person, I think 2010 means he's like 11 years old. Don't have to worry at all. This boy must be studying excellently. I mean, I just look because he's 10-year-old, he must be going to school. He must be studying very excellently, getting very good marks in school, right? So don't worry about Moola Nakshatra or Moolam. This is another question. I wanted, it's a long time, it's good that he brought it up. Nobody's person's fate is not decided just by nakshatra. Nakshatra is only to assess the mentality, the thought process of that person, that's all. And doesn't decide the future or the life of that person. Okay. I think, thank you very much. I think we are out of time. Okay. Anything else, Radhakrishnan?
I think we'll be missing Mr. Siddharth Dubey. We'll have his question answered in our next episode.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you for putting all the questions and supporting us. Continue to follow us and like our page. And we'll meet with more sets of questions from you to Dr. Prasad. Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Have a great day and Shubhradri. Good night for Indian viewers. Namaste. This is Radhakrishnan signing off.
Thank you. Bye.